invisible.
Oh. Hey girl. Hey everybody. It's Casey.
And it's Jan.
So welcome to Let's Talk About It.
Woo!
So how was your weekend, sis?
Oh, my weekend was all right. I mean, I didn't really do much, but I was productive. I did my homework. How was yours?
It was my birthday.
It was our birthday.
A sis turned 23. I'm old, you know.
Real old.
It was fun. It was calm.
Yes.
Nayana, our special little guest today.
That's also one of our homegirls.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, introduce yourself to the people.
I'm Nayana. I'm their favorite friend.
Wow, that was a jag. We met like at a party. Yeah, like going to a party. Like I think we was getting on the D bus and going to a house party. And she was about to.
We went to an involvement fair.
Yeah, and the way that we got actually really close was she broke up like
a
potential
altercation
that was gonna happen between me and somebody else. Like,
that's a fact.
Yeah.
And I was a part of it too. And
so
that brought us together though.
That brought us together.
Thank God.
Violence brought us together.
Yes, it did. That's what it does.
So we got a lot to talk about, guys. So like, let's get into that. So we gonna talk about like when you get like if you have a potential boo or something like that, right? Or just say it's your time of the month, forever. And, like, the person that you're talking to is getting on your nerves. Do you want attention or do you want space from that person?
I want space, but not physically. Like, I want you to sit there, just don't speak to me.
That makes sense.
Like, just don't speak to me.
Yeah, like, play a little game, but, don't talk to me.
I feel that.
I don't know. I like my space. I like, because when I'm, like, very annoyed or, like, frustrated, like, I know I'm going to take it out on you. So don't come near me, okay?
Nah, I feel like give me that attention, but I want the right attention. Like, don't try to be petty and give me space. I feel like you giving me space is being petty because no female, I feel like, wants space. Like, let's be honest.
I do. Nah.
Like, when you're upset, you want
like,
space. I want that reassurance that you care. So if you giving me space, it's like, all right, you don't care.
I don't generally want it. I don't want you to be next to me, but I want you to try to be next to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it, but I want you to try.
Just like a timeout. Do a timeout. Like, just don't speak to me for, like, 20 minutes or whatever like that. Yes. And then, you come to me and be like, all right, listen, like, you dragging it now.
Like, all right, you dragging it. We don't need to be not
exactly.
speaking, But if you try to ignore me on some all day or, like,
that I don't
hours,
do.
Yes,
I do not.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
That's a problem now.
I just stopped talking to someone because he hasn't spoken to me. It's been a week now, so.
Wow.
So what happened? Spill that tea. No names.
It wasn't enough effort for me. Like, I feel like he so easily let me not speak to him. And I wasn't even actively trying to not speak to him. The last thing he said to me was, whatever. So once you say whatever, I'm done.
It's clipped.
That will give you permanent
Was
space.
that, like, via text? Or?
Yes. Well, Snapchat.
Not even a phone call, sis?
That was the last word we said to each other.
So what do you think? You think he's gonna, text you back?
Yeah, like,
nope,
so
I don't want it.
On
It's too late now. A week long. If someone doesn't speak to you for 7 days.
I mean, you know how we always say,
it's like
we're not gonna talk to him, but then like.
Yeah, I feel like 7 days is a stretch.
That's a stretch.
So you're gonna just clip everything?
Yeah, it's done.
I would clip it too, to be honest.
No, you're right.
Why would I sit here and if you're not giving any effort, like I said, like a whole week, it's like you don't care, like. And then, especially, like, if we left it off on, like, not really good terms, like, why would you sit here and not link me for a week? Like, but then again, I don't know. Like, what do you feel about being that bigger person? I don't know. I can't be the bigger.
I can't. Like, it's like that.
Varies.
Like, people have a lot of pride, and you're a little prideful.
I think I just missed the window. If I was going to hit him up, it should have been a couple days ago. 7 days is just too much because I know I'm not going to get the response that I want if I hit him up. He's going to be like LOL or something like that.
And was it getting serious?
Potentially, to be honest. He told his friends about me, and his mom, so.
All right, to follow up with this, let's talk about the emotional intelligence
in these men.
Like, honestly, like, I just don't understand.
They don't understand. That's the problem. They don't get it.
But we'll get more in detail about it, like, when we get back into break.
Yes, we will. So, fellas, tune in.
Fast, y'all need to know. We'll be right back. All right, back. 'Cause
I turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
So good to see you guys.
So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Nah, I'm saying welcome back.
All right. So we are back with Let's Talk About It, and we was just right before the break. We was about to talk about the emotional intelligence in men. Mm-hmm. We apologize in advance for all the guys that's watching, but like we gotta talk about it. We gotta be real.
All right. Well, according to Google's dictionary, the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions to handle relationships judiciously and empathetically is what a man is emotional intelligence. That's what it means.
That was like the real like.
That was a nitty gritty.
Yeah, that was a real professional definition.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I feel like emotional intelligence. I feel like they give like what's the word I'm looking for? Like they give excuses like when they not doing right. I feel like certain things is like common sense that they don't like to really think of. Like for example, like if like just like we were talking about earlier, if I'm mad at you, don't make me more mad by like not giving me any attention or not speaking to me for X amount of days. Like I just feel like that lacks emotional intelligence.
Y'all should be taking notes.
Yeah, like or like just certain things like on birthdays or holidays. It's just like certain things that you feel like you're supposed to know to do and you don't do it. So go ahead, bro. What you think?
I think that society grooms them that way because even growing up, like my dad would tell my brother, like, "Oh, you shouldn't be crying." But like, I feel like instead of telling your child not to cry or not to do whatever you're telling them not to do, you should replace that with a healthier way to express emotion and identify emotion. And they don't have that with men because I mean, I was allowed to cry, but my dad would literally say, "Don't cry like a little girl." So, and a lot of fathers say that to their sons. A lot. I've witnessed it a lot.
And listen, I got the facts. I'm gonna take out my phone to tell y'all the stats right now. Like, so 11 out of 12 men. 11 out of 12 women outperform men when it comes to emotional intelligence, bro. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Like what? Like.
Yeah, because it's like we know how to outlets. Like we like
do. Wow,
we do, and we're not afraid to like give a disclosure about like how we feel and everything like that, as opposed to men, like they're it's constructed for them to like to just it's constructed for them to actually just like keep things inside, and like they can't do anything. I mean, it's like they can't do anything about it. Like they're trapped. Like they just have to fulfill that tough you know, that toughness.
Yeah, women,
and
we like to vent. Like, we have literally girl time, and girl time is usually venting.
Mm-hmm.
Men, they meet up,
they
go to the bars, they play games.
Basketball or something like that.
I guess that's
do you feel like it could be taught, though? Like, do you feel like we could
express it in sports? They express it. There's things that they express, and it's just different.
They do.
And you see how, like,
so us as females cannot teach them because they have to learn it.
I think that's not our job per se. Just society in general needs to be more open to men expressing their emotions, because just even though we say this, a lot of us, if our boyfriends are crying, is that attractive to us? Truthfully? Probably 9 times out of 10 it's not.
Low-key and low-key is.
Yeah, because it's like you're being vulnerable in front of me. So it's like, if you're not that vulnerable in front of anybody else, then like...
It depends why they're crying. You know
so like, why can't... First off, I want to know why is that not attractive for you to show the feelings that you've been wanting? Like,
not for me personally, just like in general, I know a lot of women will like make comments about men and say that that's not masculine to cry. Like a lot of women say that, so it's not even just men thinking that. There's a reason why they feel that way, because look how we are. And like you can just see like guys, their emotion, it's there. It's just so different. Like even for video games, I feel like they're way too emotionally invested in video games.
And they need
like
to
it's
put
a
that
thing.
Emotion in us.
It's a real thing.
I have a question. So if the boy that that has stopped talking to you, if he's like end up being vulnerable and everything, like kind of like begs,
are you gonna take him
for
back?
your attention?
That's the question.
Begs for attention. Like, listen, like I know what I did. Whatever, whatever they say. Are you gonna?
I could
take
recognize that that's nice of him to do and appreciate it. But am I gonna be? It's been a week. Like I'm gonna be like, wow, that's so nice. Like I'm happy you expressed that.
You don't think he's busy?
It's okay because she has high standards, and it's okay to have high.
I also have him on social media in which he watches my story and posts his own when he's free.
Yes.
Oh,
he wants you to
that's not what we
first.
do. That's not what we do. You go,
Nah, not especially if he did that.
I hate that. They always want to act childish when, like, for what? For what?
But while we into this whole topic, let's get into the whole next dating stage and about, like, do you feel like it's acceptable to date someone, like, way older than you or just way younger than you? Like,
it depends how old you both are. Like a 10-year age difference is different when you're in your 40s and 50s.
But what about Beyonce and Jay-Z? I mean, they're 10 years apart.
They're working out, aren't they?
I'm talking about like Kylie and Tyga and people like that. Like,
I think it just. I mean, love has no. I think love has no age. So it's like if you build that bond and that connection, and it's just so tight. I mean, all right.
I disagree.
It's not really okay in our society. But I'm just saying, like, if you really love someone and everything,
So
I don't know if I would say it's unacceptable.
Okay,
I think
it is
unacceptable.
With these examples that we have, like with Tyga and Kylie and Reginae Carter and what's his name, YFN Lucci. Do you feel like because he has kids and is like 27 or pushing 30, and she's only like 19. Like, so you have a baby mama, you have you up there in age, like that's marriage age.
It's a lot to make yourself basically a stepmother at 19.
Yes.
Like that's just a lot. And like, yes, you can learn something from people who are older than you and younger than you, but like you grow up in a different world. Like the world was not the same when she was born and then when he was born. It's just two different
on top of that, I feel
dynamics
like
completely.
She could be easily manipulated because she's just so young in the head. So
not
it's like
necessarily.
I think
you can manipulate anybody at any age.
I mean.
I feel like
yes and no. There are a bunch. A lot of accounts where like a woman is like kind of like forced into like being in a relationship with an older man because of what he provides for her. Money. Security, all of that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's not okay. But I mean, if they have a healthy relationship, what do you think?
What I mean? That's why I wouldn't use the word unacceptable because it's also a cultural thing. Because in other countries, there's different like social laws.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Because we're America. We're
in America. It's not. I don't know.
It happens a lot.
Okay, so what's the highest you will go, or the youngest you will go?
I'm 20. Oh my God, I'm 20. Okay, I'm 20. I think I would maybe a 24-year-old is the oldest.
That's decent.
I hang out with you and you're 23. Like it's not that much of a difference.
How about you, Jan?
Like between like like my age and 99.
You?
All right.
You?
All right,
Oh
all
my
right.
God.
No, I would 24, 25. 25 is really is the biggest limit. Yes, it's a lot. Yeah.
So then y'all out here trying to be all politically correct.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, that's just how it is in, you know, in other people's worlds. But you know, in my world, I'm not going to be like that. I want to date someone that's appropriately older than me, and I don't want to date.
First of all, I can't bring home a 30-year-old. My mom, like, I don't have the family that would accept that. But like another thing, I really don't know in what situation I would be in to even let myself start to get like romantically involved with someone that much older than me. You know what I mean? Like, what situation did they even, like, how did that even happen? Because as soon as if I'm with somebody and he's like 10 years older than me, I'm not even thinking about him in that way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can have people who are older and you're like, oh, he's handsome, but a whole, like, oh, a relationship. No.
All right, guys. Well,
so we're going to wrap this up.
But we'll be right back with more topics, so stay right there.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to...
Hi, I'm Anthony Citron, and for one view a day, you can help producers at WTOP get the recognition they deserve for their work. For just 30 minutes a day, you can help these students make sure their work does not go unnoticed. Please, click the link below and help these students get the recognition they deserve. All it takes is one view a day.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home walk restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
All right, we are back. Let's get into this tea. Like, a lot of things have been on this past weekend, right?
Facts. Just this past was a whole in the NBA. What? Yo!
At the Lakers season opener, it started by Brandon Ingram fouling James Harden and shoving him. And after that, Rondo and Chris Paul had some words, and then they got into it, and then just punches just started flying. Even like spit was involved. So like,
man, that was yeah. I heard what's his name? Rondo. He spit Chris.
Yes. Like, these are some of the memes. It says, James Harden, this is beyond me. Like he dead walked away when they started getting into it. Like, it's crazy. I couldn't be in that situation. I mean, what do you do? From what I know, I just know like allegedly they've been having for like years, Rondo and Chris Paul, like for a while now. So it's like, I guess it just been like up and then boom, things happen, and like Rondo spit in this man's face. Like
that's a fight. That's a fight on my block.
Yes. And then what's his name? Chris Paul just started like shoving him. Like he like mushed him. He mushed his face like
like a whole like.
Yeah, I thought we had a video, but if we didn't, like they just mushed his face, and then out of nowhere, somebody threw the first punch.
Locked him like
yes, like threw the first punch. And
see? I would have too. Like, you spit in my face.
Chris Paul low-key did a little uppercut. Like, it was crazy.
Oh, he did, like.
But, like, all players got suspended for, like, I think 2, 3, 4 games. And Chris Paul with a hefty fine, like 491,000 plus.
Damn.
Yeah, like, the most.
Oh, my
God. Yeah, we're going to see what else happens with that story. But, in other news, Ariana and Pete broke up. And it's like...
I really can't believe that they did that, being Mac Miller had just passed.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, a source told Entertainment Tonight that Ariana made the final decision and that it was just time for this because it wasn't the right time. And, like, Pete is just incredibly heartbroken. He's still so in love with her, and he wanted his whole world to be, like, evolved around her. But, like, she was just so unemotionally, like,
yeah, she's not stable right now because, like, you know, she just lost. I mean, clearly Mac Miller was kind of the love of her life.
I don't know.
Like, I don't really know too much of their
think...
relationship, but they were together for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, hearing about that, you know, his passing, like, that's gonna, you know, it brings, like, so much tension around me. You know, I have, like, this whole weight on my shoulders. I'm sad, like. And
I just feel like she just really needs to be alone because, like, they was planning a whole engagement party. And it's just like, how can you be that emotionally invested into something that you plan on using, like, doing for your whole life, being with somebody for your whole life, and the person that you were just with just died? And people are all on social media saying that it's because of you.
Yes, because of her. And then she can't take that. I mean, I wouldn't be able to take that also. So I would definitely have called it off and wanted to, you know, isolate myself from these things and, you know, take some time for myself.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah, the source also said that, like, she just wanted to run away and just get a peace of mind be quiet and just, like, step away from the world, which is understandable. And then Pete recently went on a show. I forgot what show it was, but, like, he was talking about how he needs a new place to stay because allegedly, like, they had a place in Manhattan, Soho, and, like, she spent bread on that, like, by herself. Like, he didn't even put money into it.
What?
So now it's like, all right, does anybody need a roommate? That's what he was joking about that, like, because he has money, obviously. But he was joking about that, like, I need a new place to stay. Who needs a new roommate?
I don't know enough about him, though. Like, who is he? I mean,
he's a host on SNL. Oh, my goodness.
Listen, like, I don't, like, I'm not very aware of, like, what's going on, like, in terms of, like, them, like, just these new, like, relationships wise, like, how they come about and everything.
Yeah.
Because I only see them, like, on Instagram, but I don't.
Honestly,
really know
I didn't
enough
like them
about the
together
guy.
anyway. I feel like Sis was just, like, he was just a rebound for.
That's what I'm saying. Well, you think it happened so quickly?
Yeah.
It was so quick.
Sis could have been cheating, because it don't make no sense how you hop into a whole about to get married situation after you just broke it off with guy over there. Like, this is crazy. Like, honestly.
Yeah, she jumped the gun, and she just needs to, you know, I really hope that, you know, she gets herself together.
Facts. Yes. However, when an old relationship ends, a new one begins. Look at Amber Rose and her boo, like, they looking mad cozy and whatnot. Like,
yeah, they've been all over Instagram, booed up and everything.
Look at that.
Look at that.
She even calls him her twin. First off, I feel
they
like
do look alike. I was about to say that. They do.
I don't need to be dating my cousin. Like, I just feel like they look too similar. Like, I just feel like why is it that they both have blonde shaved heads? And it's just like the structure is just a little bit of the same. It just, no. She looks like she's dating her cousin, her brother, her whatever.
I mean, you ever heard that saying, like, you, when a couple's
when you
together,
get to,
when you get together, you start to look
but
alike.
I feel like they haven't been together enough to look alike. Like, they just automatically look alike. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Listen, if she don't know that's a family member, that's a...
I want to know, though, how do you feel about her jumping, like, into a new relationship after she was just dating this NBA player and she was claiming that I love him, I love this? Like, it just seems like every relationship that she gets in, she says, I love you, or this is the best relationship of my life, and this and that. And it's just like, is it a double standard, or...
yeah, maybe like I think she's just trying to look for the kind of love that she really wants, and if she can't, and that's really, it gets, you know, really messy because you're, you know, it's like you don't know what you want, but then you do know what you want, but then you're trying to look for it in like different people, and if you're not seeing it in different people, it's not okay to like just keep going into different relationships. But even so, like, I mean, I don't know. I hope it's not her, like it's not her, like her, like messing up the relationship. Maybe
I feel like it is. I feel like her expectations is very high.
Yeah.
And like,
because I never hear about her her partners, what they do.
And then on top of that, she's very overly sexualized, and I feel like that could get to a man's ego, and like that starts to kind of messes with his head, making him seem like, all right, you doing too much. Like, you showing off too much.
Herself, yeah, like
too bluntly.
Nudity,
like,
and everything, which is cool. Like, she's fire. She is fire, but. Like, it's the way that you know, present yourself.
Yes.
It's like, you know, people are going to, you know, start talking like, oh, like what, you know, you
like,
have
you
a son.
Gonna let your girl do that?
Yeah,
you gonna let your shorty do that?
You have a son.
You have a son.
And
like, yeah, like, it's just, I don't know, man. It's a lot. Like, seriously.
All right. But we're going to get into a quick break. And then we got more tea to spill, y'all. It's never ending.
We only have 4 minutes left.
Something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
I wouldn't use this one.
He helps me with my decision making.
Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
And then she was like, yeah. And I was like, no. And then she was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, what?
Ryan just texted me.
Oh my God, what did he say?
Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill, that's like so last year. It's all about WTOP movies on demand and chill.
You are so right.
Yo, bro, what's wrong?
Yo, bro. My girl left me, bro.
But why?
Because I don't watch WTOP 10 movies on demand.
Hey guys, so the last chat that we want to talk about is Kanye West and just the recent meeting that he had with our president. So, what you know about it?
Yeah, I definitely have some strong opinions about Kanye as a person and what he said in the office, but just as Kanye himself, I know he's like, you know, he hasn't been himself ever since his mother had passed. So, you know, which I believe is true, but because Kanye is like a trope in a sense, that within the black community, us black folks, we don't know how to seek. We don't have the tools to like access or seek help from, you know, because, oh, well, damn, I'm tongue-tied right now.
It's all good.
I just think that he didn't really get the proper help that he needed, and being that in our community we have like that suck it up mentality, like we're always like having to suppress our emotions, being that something traumatic as a death of a mother has happened.
All right, well, that's our show for tonight, guys.
Yes.
So tune in in 2 weeks from now, we're going to talk about hair, music, and all of that. So please come back, and we're going to be lit.
Can't wait, hair, music.